Hey, but hey, piece of dog. Hey, Cheddar. Actually, glad you hop on in here. Actually, Cheddar. It's Deshaun. Howdy, Deshaun. Hey, Kirsten. So, Cheddar. I don't know if you had like, hey Xavier. Um, I don't know if you actually listen or like have listened to the Invincible album from Michael. So to know that anniversary is like coming up this Thursday, but I finally got a chance. Like last night, it took me like literally last night, and all the way to like probably this morning at work to finally finish listening to the Invincible album, and then the album was a really good album, like really good. And I listened to like maybe one or two songs from that album, all depends. But then I started listening to more. I forgot what you missed. But chill. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, it's a good album. It's a really good album. um, so yeah, I finally finished listening to Invincible this morning. I played every song from start to finish. It's a good album. It was a really good album. I feel like it's one of the albums, or one of the albums, that is literally slept on. And I was like reading, like last night, I was just looking on like the Michael Jackson wiki fandom page about that whole entire album. And I was reading like the production and everything else, just like skipping through last night. You know the stuff like with Sony, like Sony didn't want to promote the album, and they literally buried this whole album and Michael's career and stuff. And supposedly there was supposed to be like a tour, like by the year 2002, but that got canceled due to like the allegations and stuff and so much. Yeah, I don't know you ever listened to Invincible, but that's a really good ass album, bro. Like every track, like every track speaks for itself. And I like the direction Mike was going for in each track. I think like the first three tracks, you get the heavy 2000s style R&B hip hop beat, which is good. And then once you get to like songs like the slower songs, like Heaven Can't Wait, then you know like, oh yeah, it's time to slow things down. The album's about to slow down for like 1 second. Um, it's okay. So like MJ fans, a lot of people say that it's one of the weakest albums like Michael ever produced. And like I said, I only listened to like a few songs to the album. Like the only time I heard about it was like, oh, at the time, um, it was mainly on TikTok. Heaven Can Wait was like blowing up on TikTok. It was like one of those TikTok trends and everybody was dancing to it. And I never like heard that song in my life. And that's how I kind of like grown to the connection to like that album was because like through TikTok, because I see a lot of people on TikTok dancing to like Heaven Can Wait. And I think the MJ official page reposted like so many stuff, and that's how I kind of connection with it. But at the same time, you know, I was just listening to a lot of people's videos and saying like, oh yes, this is one of the like not the best Michael Jackson selling album. This is one of his weakest albums that he made. Blah blah blah, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, okay, let me just like I started to like going on that one side, but then when I started like listening to more and like got into depth with the Sony, how Sony was promoting this album, how they didn't promote Michael for the album, the rebellion Michael had, and I was just like, hold on a second. So I started listening to Unbreakable, because I remember there was a clip of Wade dancing to like Unbreakable back in like 2012, and that's how I found out about the song. And then I started listening to it, and I was just like, oh, what the that my first time listening to it, not last night, but my first time listening to Unbreakable, I'm like, what the damn. And it's like it had so much beat to it. But going back to TikTok, actually, there's this person on TikTok who's like an artist, a producer, and whatever. And I just seen his page like it's like years back. I seen his page, like scrolling on TikTok, and he was, posting different clips of like how Invincible is the greatest Michael Jackson album of all time. Like it's the great album, and he started playing like snippets of different songs from Invincible, and he was pausing, and this man was hyping it up. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on a second. I might have to, I might have to listen to this album now. Just because I heard songs like "You Rock My World," "Heaven Can Wait." So it's good in the back or Escape. Those songs, like as far as I know, Escape was supposed to be on Invincible. And I think I listened to Escape last night, and that's how I just went out like, let me just listen to the full Invincible track. Uh, Escape was supposed to be on there, on Invincible. A Place with No Name was supposed to be on Invincible. What else was supposed to be on Invincible? I was seeing last night. I forgot what else songs. But I know Hollywood Tonight was supposed to be on Invincible, but it went to Michael. Um, I can't think of anything else that was supposed to be on there. Oh no, there's like I Like the Way That You Love Me, but that was titled different. That was supposed to be on Invincible. That went to Michael. I'm trying to think what else songs was supposed to be on Invincible, but they went to like different tracks. Cause I low key thought that almost every song that was on Escape was like this sounds something Invincible would have, but I was proven wrong. So you know, but it's a good album, bro. Like listen to the album from beginning to end. Like it's it's one of those albums that is like so slept on that it's a sleep. It's a not sleep on. It's a slept on album. So like I would highly recommend like getting that album. Oh, listen. Oh, there he is. So yeah, I recommend like listening to the whole album. I know the anniversary is coming up this Thursday too as well. Like it's a really great album. Mike put a lot of heart and soul into it. It just sucks that Sony didn't promote the album like really talked about, and at the same time they had their little falling out too. But Invincible was a really good album. Like it's not one of the weakest Michael Jackson albums. I still want to say the weakest is Blood on the Dance Floor, History in the Mix, because of how that was just a continuation of the History album. But and also Michael too, like and also Michael as well. If it weren't for those three fake tracks, I could easily say that Michael could have been a really good posthumous album, but it's the fact that we got three fake tracks on the album, and you know how that turned out years later. It's one of those two. Like it's right there. Um, but yeah, I should have a post out for Thursday about the whole entire album, man. Yeah, I'll have it out by Thursday. The thing is, I tend to get his Alt Walter and bad tracks more listened than the other stuff, honestly, since those were during his prime. And I see that a lot with MJ fans too. Like that's another thing. I think he was there that night when I was talking about it. Like a lot of MJ fans really say like the best three Michael Jackson albums were those because those were with Quincy Jones. And at the same time, I get that. I get that too. I feel like a lot of MJ fans are like, be like, okay, what are the best Dre Michael Jackson albums? And I guarantee you, a lot of people are gonna say it's gonna be Out the Wall, Thriller, and Bad because it was Quincy. Quincy was there during those three eras during, like you said, during his prime era, which is true. It's absolutely true. I'm gonna get you that one, but I feel like once Dangerous came about, and then another thing too, Telly Riley, a guy that is also a music producer. He was in a group and stuff. He produced his own music. He really helped Mike with the other albums that I'm not talking about those posthumous albums because he wasn't really around alive at least Michael was in the production for it by the time he was alive. But I just feel like when it comes to albums like Dangerous, History, um, and Invincible, I would say Blood on the Dance Floor, but I guess I could say Blood on the Dance Floor. I feel like those albums are like really less talked about mainly because like they don't have Quincy's name all over it, and me that's like it too as well. You know, I've been listening to a lot of the Bad tracks, like "Leave Me Alone" from Michael and Bad. That's a really good ass song. It's one of my favorites that I listen to, and I just like Michael's vocals. I really love Michael's vocals in that one. Like he was in his bag with that one, especially towards the end, where like you have like the ad libs when he like just stopped dogging it, and then Michael just picked himself back up with the "So Just Leave Me Alone" like that. That was actually good. I never seen the music video. I've seen like clips of it, but I never watched the actual music video. So, but I get you. I get you. I get you on that one. I just don't really listen to like most about the wall stuff. I'm more into like Bad Thriller. It's like here and there thing, and I'll still listen to like the actual song Thriller, even if it isn't like Halloween. But I just feel like the stuff that he did with Telly Riley and Dark Child and all those other producers, they just don't get talked about much in the MJ community. Maybe that's just me, or maybe I'm just not sinking deep into the MJ community much, and I'm kind of glad I'm not because I heard that they are also very toxic too about various things as well. So, but I respect you on that one, man. I respect you on that one, so I know that feeling. Let's say everyone's favorite segments from the Avengers Show era. Um, I don't have a favorite particular segment, but I do have some favorite shows. And I say shows because like it's hard to pick. Like one day I can have one favorite, the next day I have another favorite. All depends on the songs. That's all it is. It all depends on the songs. I don't have like a particular favorite segment. I just whatever I feel like listening to, and then I just play it. Right, exactly. It's hard to say. Like it's hard to say my favorite show and favorite live shows from like Avenger Man. Like it's hard because like I can easily just open up my drive and then be like scrolling through like, okay, what I want to listen to today, and then I just play like a random Avenger show and I just start listening to it and just let the music just play. So it's hard. It's like say it was my favorite overall show in general. It's hard to say. Same thing with Rockfire. Like it's hard. It's so hard to talk about it because I don't know. I don't know what to play in my you know I, I don't know what to play. But April 2002, 72 is a really good one. I love it. August 97, 72. That's a good one. I like that one. That was Shark Dressed Mouse. It's funny too because me and Chad we made a joke about this years ago when we were listening to the show. I forgot how this came about, but we were just listening to it one time. I think on his end. We made a joke like how Helen said that Chucky was boring, and then he was like agreeing to the line, and Helen was like, you always wear the same old thing, and Chucky's like, I don't wear the same old thing. These are my party clothes. Like that whole entire segment, they were like changing Chucky's wardrobe. So like years ago, and like I said, I think it was on his end. Um, we just made this little funny joke like, this semi predicted or foreshadowed Rockstar Chuck. Because you ever like look at the Rockstar costumes, like ever since 13, they never change. Like, you really think about it, Rockstar Chucky's costumes, like the costume for Rockstar Chucks, they never change at all. And it's the same old outfit, shirts or whatever, ever since that time. And I mean, you go like 90s or Avenger, they would have different wardrobes and clothing and stuff, you know? It was. Oh yeah, you're talking about the song itself. Yeah, I agree with you. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Bob's Revenge Machine is like a really underrated error as well. A really underrated error. Not a lot of people tend to talk about it a lot. You know, it's a really underrated error. Errors or error, not errors. But it's a really good error. I just wish they made more showcase based around that, but then again, they knew it was a constant dead in the waters, but they did it anyway. They pulled it out and they did it. It was then it went well. So yeah. I'm not gonna say hoping one day we get to see like the other versions, like the other two versions of the Awesome Adventure Machine show, because as far as we know, uh, you know, Brian said he only filmed the 20th anniversary, so one day. Okay, now best Jasper song. Mine is that's the thing. I can't say like what is my favorite songs from each character. Again, like if I'm in the mood to listen to something, then I just gotta be in the mood for it. You know, like one day I can tell you my favorite Jasper song is da 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 da. Then I can change it back again like da 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 da. It's hard to say like if I go down to each character, except for Much Best School, because they don't have really a song to sing much. Oops. It's really hard to say, man. So I can't tell you like what is the best Jasper song because I feel like almost every song Jasper sings considers like the best, besides "Wash the Bus," which is a horrible Jasper song. But then again, he did song worse. At least from my knowledge, he had probably sung worse. But I just feel like every song that Jeremy did during the Avenger days were just really good, and it's hard to say what's like one of my absolute favorite. Um, Yep, it failed and Studio C replaced it, and look where Studio C is now. Dead. Random Movements is completely dead. Yep. That's it. I lost the bus. Horrible song. Low-key, one of the horrible songs that they did for Jasper. Talk about a bounce back, even though it wasn't really bounce back. So yeah, I could have said Country Classic is one of the worst songs, but Country Classic is actually it's not the worst Jasper song. You know, I could easily say that, but it's not. It's actually sad. It's depressing. It's country music. It's something that we needed in a very long ass time. But no, Lost the Bus is actually the worst Jasper song. I don't care what anyone says. Then after that, there's probably no more CC left in the future. There's still some left. I think there's more betas, I want to say. Betas than alphas. I think there only two alphas left, if I'm not mistaken. And it's funny because the betas live out more than the alphas, surprisingly to me. I don't know how many alphas are left. So, as far as I know, there's probably two alphas left. Or three, I don't know for sure because I don't keep count anymore for stages. But it was in Leon's video. I think it said two or three, and I know betas like you know. Does Court lose? Did Court lose money by replacing? Yes, they did. They almost went bankrupt for Studio C. Actually, believe it or not, by the time the alphas were rolling around and they were converting them from many existing stages, they were losing money from it. They're about to the Studio C almost cost them surprisingly almost cost them their bankruptcy. So for that, what is the worst Chucky songs? All the ones that he sung today. Like, do we have to go down the list? Adventure has some worst Chucky songs too. Actually, don't get me wrong. I can look. What's the worst Chucky song is the ones that he either sings today in the shows or Avenger, because Avenger did have some worst songs for Chucky. Like, I can I can tell you what is the worst Avenger show. Like, worst one at all. Like, there's two, but I can tell you like my number one. I will play, but I will not acknowledge saying that is the best goddamn show I ever watched. Like, no. But it's funny too now. Going back to your commentary. They almost made Brain Crusty again in the '90s as well, too. So it's like, no matter how hard you try, it's like there's like, oh, they really losing money from this. No, they lost money from like so much other stuff. Remodels. The '90s was like a rough time for the company. Um, Studio C was about to lose some money, so it's like people thinking, oh, they were really in their prime. Yeah, but they also lost a lot of money too from like a lot of stuff back then. It's a pretty interesting time. April 2005 is the worst Avenger show. I would say just for kids, but yeah, that's also on my list. September 2005 is the worst show ever. I hate September 2005. I mean, I like it, but I hate the last segment with a burning passion. Um, like segment 4, it's really horrible. It's not like the grandma's feather bed. That was okay. That was like a little mixed twist to it. I feel like Jasper could have a better song than that. I feel like that was one of Jasper's weakest songs that he ever done. Like, I think that was Robert was in the time doing that. But what was it? It was that one song, Homework. Yeah, Homework is one of the worst Avenger songs ever. Like the way that they mixed with the '80s remix, whatever thing they did. That was so horrible. I hated that so much. I was talking to a buddy of mine like years ago, and we were saying like how Step 2005 is like one of the worst because it's 74, and I was like, I listened to it and I texted him back. I'm like, dude, you're so right. This is the worst segment ever. Like every other segment speaks for itself. Jasper could have one song, and like Mayberry is a really good song, and I love Mayberry. I just feel like he did not deserve Homework. I mean, Grandma's Featherbed. Like kept him with one song. You could have gave a Chucky another song. You could have gave Helen a song. You can gave Pasquale. I'm sorry, no, don't give Pasquale a song. But you could have easily gave the other members a song. But yeah, Segment 4 was like, it was just so weak. It's the weakest in my book. The only thing that I like about it was like the inside joke where Jasper claims that, or says that, not claims, talking about they can live inside Chuck E. Cheese and sing songs 24/7 and never get off the stage. And it's like, it's funny because that was the only highlight that I liked from that entire segment. That was it. Like that was literally it. Other than that, the whole show was just like a flop. And I think that was the first, yeah, that was the first show ever to introduce Kids Bop in their intermissions, actually. So look that up in your free time, my friends. Jerry 2010, it's not the worst. I mean, it's not really that. Jerry 2010, there's two sides to that entire show. Existing Stages is literally just a reused version of April 2005 because the Star Stage was a thing, and, they were putting in so much money into that whole production. But if your store was Studio C at the time, then you would have the number one, or at least one of the worst other kids shows. I mean, Avenger shows, the Just for Kids show. You'll have that in the AM, and for the PM, you'll have April 2005. That's when corporate was really putting in some budget money for stuff. So like the whole entire like 2010 era was like a weakest era for Chuck E. Cheese. Like the only two good shows that they had at least during that time was April 2010, and that's like the only new show too. And then you have September 2010, which was reused shit. Like, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. The whole entire show. Like, but 2010 was the weakest in my book. Like you say, the weakest year for showcase would be 2010. Like the way that direction went into in what came in that particular era, yeah, everything was just weak from it. Speaking of weak, worst show in my opinion, Destination Imagination. That's also a weakest one. I hate Destination Imagination. I mean, I'll play it for funsies and whatever, and like whatever, you know. I'll play it for funsies. I'm not playing it on the stream. I'm saying like I'll play like if I'm bored and I'm like looking through something through my drive just to like play and just have something in my mind just going. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna probably play like Segment Two or like um the Giants song or the United States of You or whatever. But I'm not like I wouldn't say like, oh yes, this is the best show that they ever created. What's his face was the giant in there? I think it was Ron Snyder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Horrible show, bro. Like it was a horrible show, but Disney did it. So hey, this whole thing was like from like worst to end. But I think it was Ron Snyder. Yeah, it was Ron Snyder. He was the whatchamacallit, the giant in it. He had that Defunctland episode too, actually as well. Um, I don't think Wish is the worst band show tape I heard. For Rockstar in the early 2010s were not good. Yeah, early 2010 show tapes were not good. Like, it was just reused spit from like that whole entire era. Like I said, that's the weakest era. Like you have to get like a weak era for show tapes. It's 2010, and I can see where the company was really aiming for around 2010 due to like the Star Stage being in development, and then like the showroom wasn't like being to like and grabbing that much attention. So like literally the fading of the showroom, people stop at least agreeing that people don't care about the shows anymore. And I'm gonna stand by that fucking statement. I agree with that. Like people complain about that shit nowadays. Like look back at the years went by. Look at the years prior before that. It's like history repeats itself. That's all I'm saying. History is literally repeating itself. The reason why the Star Stage was a thing because the focus of the showroom was like leaning away, and like the stuff with the Studio C at the time was not like interesting to kids anymore. But I mean, the Star Stage really had its full potential, but it was another dead concept. So, you know, it's crazy how stuff just foreshadowing into the future and stuff. So I wonder what they do next. Take out a video wall or something. I mean, that'd be pretty creative. Pretty nice. Let's waste some more money, Chuck. That's what you guys love doing, I guess. No, just kidding. Um, Another on Big storyline. At least Jared make up for it. That's true. I think that's the only highlight we like about it. At least some people like about it. I don't know. I still want to know what he thinks about the people speaking negative about Rockstar Chuck. I'm just asking for a friend. Like, I get it. You're supposed to say, I appreciate all the positive things you guys have said about Rockstar. Of course, it's about your job. I get that, but I just want to know the negative things. Like, really. When our people were, like, really shocked to find out that this guy, like, Chucky sounds like the Astro guy from Bowling for Soup, and then it's like, oh, we're getting used to it now, I guess. All the mommies and daddies were shaking their tuchis when they heard 1985 sing by an animatronic mouse, and then you know, yeah, but it was a problem too. It was also a problem, especially with the doors, not the doors, the little special effects and stuff that became a problem. It's just one of those technology things that they couldn't handle at the time. It was weird. I mean, I like it too. It was a really nice concept. But it was like, here comes some more problems that you guys really need to fucking fix. Like, but then again, it is what it is. I like how short the salmon is on especially on these stages. Don't do like 2 for salmon now. You talk about legacy locations, and yes, they used to do that back in like 2015. They used to do that back in the day, 2015 they used to do that, which fucking sucks. But yeah, you're talking about legacy locations, of course, because we all love legacy locations. What the fuck we don't? I hate it. I really do hate it. Let me talk about legacy locations. Actually, let me talk about that. See, I can go by standard and I can say like, huh, in regards to like Hicksville, Northridge, Willowdale. I had to think about the other store. Um, you know, I can see them doing the 2 songs per segment. I was glad that at first, corporate didn't touch Springfield and Pinesville, and they actually kept their programming for all the songs and stuff. I was like, okay, corporate, you're doing a good little job. Okay, for the little pat on your back, that's so great. And the next thing you know, they touch it, and it's like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, that's the only thing. But they make the complaint about, oh hey, it's to avoid wear and tear. And it's like, I'm sorry. When did you start caring about the wear and the tear in the animatronics? I mean, didn't you guys simply send the memo to text years ago saying, hey, we're gonna stop sending spare parts? Work what you need to have, whether a store is closing or just find something around your dirty ass shed? But they make a complaint, oh, it's only to prevent wear and tear. We're turning off the random movements, this and that. And it's like, why? Because we're cutting budgets? Then again, I also find it bullshit too, since we are talking about like random stores. But um, they also find it bullshit, like how they also find budget ways to not spend money and not no to not waste money. That's a better word. To not waste money, to save money obviously on regular stores so that they can have the 3 stage prompts, so they're now on the legacy playlist. And it's like, bro, it's like they go back on the words so many times. So remember the time when the legacy, sorry, remember when right for legacy, the existing stages, they lost their programming to the new songs and skits and all that other stuff. But they say, oh hey, regular songs like old songs, they're gonna have their programming. Okay, cool. We thinking here like, all right, corporate, cool. New songs ain't gonna be programmed, but the old ones still gonna have program. We can live with that. We can, right? Right? No, we didn't live with it because some songs literally got the cut off the programming data. Maybe it was something to do with the Navori system. I mean, we really don't know for sure. But hell, like, I will never understand. You tell us one thing, then it's like, yeah, that's a budget cut. We gotta take that off the system. And it's like, bro, can we not do this already? And it sucks too. Like, I don't know what's going on with corp at this point, and it's just like, man, y'all need to really think about what y'all say, because like at one point you're saying one thing, another point you're saying nothing. Like for example, when you keep adding all this random stuff to your Navori system, I was told a long time ago that some of the stuff that was supposed to be in the system or on the YouTube channel were not going to be on the YouTube channel. I mean, on the let me rephrase that. Sorry, some of the content that's supposed to be on the YouTube channel ain't going in the voice system. Okay, cool. Keep that in mind. So they said that, like, hey, not everything's gonna be on the Vori, blah blah blah. It's gonna be on YouTube. And guess what corporate did? They went back on their fucking word and said, hey guys, so we're like adding this in the Vori system. We're doing like shows updates, you know, so we can confuse you guys even more. Can we not touch nothing and say like, can we just wait till Evergreen, please? Can we please wait till Evergreen and like you can touch something new? Like I'm sick and tired of seeing like, hey, shows update 87, shows update this and that. This got removed out the show, or this got removed out the show. This got added before this got added before that. Like, Corp, stop touching things that doesn't need to be touched. I like when a show was so regular. I like it when it was so regular, when it was so nice, when it was just like, when it because it's fresh. I just like looking at the list, like, okay, cool. We got that song. Okay, we got that song. I don't know why that song's in here, but we got it anyway. Okay, cool. I got that. Oh, okay, that's the next song. Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh, this is an original. You don't say what? And the next thing you know, I get these stupid ass updates. Updates. Oh, 10, 10, 18. Oh, this got taken out the system. Oh, this got added in. Oh, da 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 da. And it's like, stop touching things. Wait till Evergreen to add the stupid shit in. Why do we need pumpkins in my fucking pocket for the cartoon video? I get it. The special's coming out November 27th, by the way. Haha, yay. But still, why did we touch it? Why did the original pumpkins in my pocket have to get out the fucking goddamn system? Why, corporate? Why? Why? I could not go to my goddamn store and then watch the original pumpkins in my pocket. I have to look at the stupid characters. Hey guys, how about Bubby and Eli Halloween style? Like, I don't want you. I don't want to see you. I want to see the original. I want to see what was good. I want to see better animation. I don't want to see. What are you doing here? I don't want to see that. I want to see. I can go on YouTube and watch that anytime. You did not have the right to touch toys in my pocket. You did it. You're fucking up, corporate. You're fucking up. Oh, it makes it even more worse. Let's keep talking about this right here. Because we're friends. I was so happy that I was in the show at one point. Corporate went back on their goddamn word and said, hey, Legacy Locations, you can have it. The main stagers, they don't need it right now. Huh? Well, that's the case, corporate. Please take out Just Like This, and fucking this friendship ain't no fucking accident, because I don't think we need it either at this point. Where is Fun for All? Where is Fun for All at? I've been waiting since I dropped it on YouTube. I've been waiting since the last Evergreen for that to come back. You know, I've been waiting to put in the show. Where's it at, corporate? Where's that? You're getting us all these other good little duty, giddy, twitty stuff. Where's Fun for All? Oh, you've just. I hate who's ever part of that media network. You do not want to come see me. I will come down there and I will beat your. Let me stop this right here. Okay, thank you for coming to my TikTok, children. That's a fun night. But no, seriously. I hate corporate with any passion. I just hate the decision that they make in here. It's like, can we please stop touching the Bori? Like, can we just have one show in one piece without having anything change? Because I'm sick and tired of being in the fucking group chat saying, hey, update, this got changed. Hey, update, this got changed. Update, this got changed. Like, can we stop with the fucking updates? Can we just have a fucking time? When we were just like, when the shows were just special, when I can just ignore, I can just enjoy, not ignore, I can just enjoy the show in one beautiful fucking piece. But no, I gotta hear the stupid ass updates. Oh my god, there's nothing. Oh, here's an update. Get this song got the rules. Here's the song. Let's put this song. Oh, here's another thing. Here's another thing. Like, stop touching. Nope, I get it. 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 You got yourself the little systems, all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. That's cool. That's great. But stop touching it. This fucking Halloween show is almost fucking over with. Like, by the time when November 3rd hits, we're on Evergreen, guys. We're back on Evergreen. We're on the last Evergreen of 2025. And Lord knows how much stuff they're gonna probably touch. And I already know they're gonna hear fucking Most Perfect Day all over again. I'm sorry, can we please get that song out the fucking system? I don't want to hear, oh my god, gotta get my shot. Like, Chucky, for the final fucking time, brother, I don't give a fuck what your perfect day is. I had to hear that shit since 20 fucking 23. And it's 2025. You're getting milk enough, pal. I'd rather listen to Let's Have a Party, a song that was actually deserved all the milk it get, pause. And I don't want to listen to you. I want to listen to Sparkles. I want to listen to Stupid Hippopotamus. I want to listen to Where Do the Socks Go. I want to listen to the Rainbow Hamster Family. I do not want to listen to the goddamn Perfect Day. I don't give a fuck what the perfect day is. I don't care anymore, Chucky. I don't care anymore. Yes, Hamilton's a really good, lovely musical, by the way. I will say, even though I never did watch it, but still, I don't care anymore, Chuck. I don't care anymore. I don't care like we gotta make this the most perfect day, buddy. Stop it. You already had the most perfect day, Chuck, and I'll tell you the most perfect day. You're gonna love this. Look, your most perfect day is a coming day in and day out, seeing all these beautiful kids with their lovely families and the grandmas. I swear, Chuck, he had a grandma fetish, and just love them having fucking fun. That's all you fucking care about, you stupid bitch ass corporate bitch ass rapper. Fuck, I hate you, Chucky. Okay, now that's just not the point. All right, cool. I just gotta get that out the way. So thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. I hate this company. So I'll let you guys know that I hate this company. No. Yes, the Fisher is not a good Rockstar Simmons song. I just hope they don't change it up for the crappy ass redub version. I'm glad they made a smart decision years ago. Wait, but that be literally use AI. Yes, yeah, I know. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, the cold. Oh. Okay, cool. Um, no, me and my friends is gonna come back again. The only reason why me and my friends is coming back, and this is according to Donovan too, by the way. I know a lot of people don't like the song because it's getting overused a lot. I get that. I understand that, and I understand your frustration. But um, according to Donovan, it is two reasons. It's actually the only live show where the other band members do get acknowledged. Because again, a lot of kids don't know who the other band or the other band members are, and you wonder why that actually. Because you look at your goddamn window, goddamn it, you see on the Chucky E. Cheese YouTube channel, there's every Chucky goddamn song, so kids know who Chucky is. Figures, right? So that's the only live show that acknowledged the other band members. And that's good because, back in the 90s, they were always getting knowledge. Remember back in the 90s when the characters get acknowledged besides Chucky and they felt like a real band, right? You remember. Don't tell me that you don't remember. But okay, that's the point. And the other reason too, which I absolutely hate this reason so goddamn much, is actually the only live show where cast members like to pick and they just don't want to perform Chucky in. And I'm being serious. So remember the Chucky shred when that first came out around last year? So people were really happy to see me and my friends go away because like the Chucky shred was the newest live show and it was like a blessing in disguise. Okay, so there's a thing called like people don't train their cast members anymore to learn the new dances. All they gotta do is watch it on the iPad and then they just go from there. Alright, so what it was that people all have a lot of complaints because of the grapevine step. They complained that the live dance was so hard. Easily, you just watch on the iPad how to do the fucking dance. Then again, reminder, this is actually cast members we're talking about here, so literally teenagers and stuff like that. People don't want to do Chucky. I get it. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. Come down, Heather. Come down, Heather. Come down, Heather. Calm down. Calm down, Heather. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm. Calm down. Calm down, Heather. Calm. 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 Okay, that's that point. So, boom. Corporate took notice of it and went ahead and took it out. They took it out and brought back me and my friends. Why? Because It was a hard dance, and that's why we had me and my friends in the bop. Who the heck is Heather? I don't know. I just called y'all guys that 'cause I know somebody in here about to get ratchet and riot. So yeah, that's why in the Evergreen Live shows we had the option, me and my friends, and the Chucky Bop. So people can either choose the Bop or me and my friends. But a lot of people like choosing me and my friends because it's one of that live shows you can just easily suit up Chucky and do literally nothing. You can literally do nothing in Chucky, and that's it. I wish I was kidding too, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. No, 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 no. Chucky Bob, not Cringe Bob. Chucky Bob is a different live show. Not the Kids Bob. No, Chucky Bob is it's the one that had all the other characters in the live show. Yes, the strut was too hard to compare to me and my friends in the Bob. Yes, it is. It was so hard, man. It was so hard. The boys, it was hard. And yes, also too, the Kids Bop Kids are getting their own movie. That's so awesome. Fucking love it. But that's great. Yeah, the Kids Bop Kids are getting their own movie. Literally the same today. Like the shit after I heard about like the Grinch Stole Christmas is getting like the re-release. I was so close to trolling my community or the community saying like, "Ha, the Kids Bop Kids are getting a movie," and I was so close to making a post about it. I sent it to the group chat with Deshaun. I said to myself, I'm like, man, if I post this, I'm gonna get so many fucking hate comments about this. And I was like, I was so close. And I was just like, fuck, I just want to troll with you guys about this one. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I was like, I know how everybody feels about Kids Bop, and it's like, this would be the perfect way to troll everybody. Oh, okay, I gotta show him Deshaun. Fuck, hold on, man. Now I'm thinking about it too, Deshaun. I gotta show him something else that we were talking about. So, just in case, we ain't like pulling no one's legs here, but the Kids Bop Kids are actually having their first ever movie. And I kind of wish I was joking about that. Yeah, it wasn't either, actually. It wasn't on my bingo card either. But hey, it's now on the bingo card. Okay, hold on a second. Before we gotta do the other thing. Cause Dookie likes missing out all the fucking time, but oh well. Don't worry, y'all. He's a loser. Did I post it? Oh yeah, I posted it here. So, I don't know what the hell you got planned next week or next year, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Look, they posted it on their Instagram page. Here's news! For the first time ever, the Kids Bop Kids is coming to the big screen. Kids Bop Live, the concert movie will be in theaters nationwide. January 2nd through 5th, 2026. Movie tickets goes on sale November 21st. Sign up now to be alerted when the tickets go on sale. Yeah, buddy. And you thought we were bullshitting with you guys. They're gonna lie. They're having a movie. Yeah, I was so close to trolling, man. I was so close to trolling you guys, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to put these Sean like this for. So yes, they're hitting the big screen for only like a few dates. January 2nd through 5th. That's kind of a weird date to do a movie, but I mean, hell. Make your movie. I mean, make your money off of it. So, hey. Okay. Me and myself. Okay. You watch the Galaxy 5000 movie? That's nice. Huh. Okay, so yeah, so what you missed, Cheddar Sunday. Um, I will fill you up on this before I get to the best part of the show tonight. So Sunday, I was like, we were live, and we were talking about the Looney Birds TV show, and surprisingly, I came across some audio that was in my folder of some lives from Looney Birds karaoke style stuff, and so we played a snippet of that. But I'm hesitant. I was like, this can't be a real thing because somebody said it was misinformation, according to the screenshots I got from Deshaun. So I'm like, okay, let me go text Mr. Aaron Fector. So, I'm gonna read the email that I have or got from Aaron, which is surprisingly this all happened one night. Now I was so close to like posting this to like yesterday, but I was like, oh no, let me stop hyping people up for this shit. So boom, I text Aaron or email him that text. I email Aaron. I was like, hey Aaron, hope is all is well with you in the process of the new creative engineering. I was curious if you knew anything about the Rockefeller first ever TV show, which I had to put first ever TV show, just in case that like he did it. I I, I have to get this man. Anyway, called Live at Looney Birds. I came across these screenshots in the group chat I'm in and was curious if you recall these photos. Would love to hear more of this concept because I barely hear you talk about it in your various tour videos. Hope to hear from you back soon. So I'm over here thinking, we ain't gonna get a result from Aaron because ain't no way Aaron's gonna hit me back up and be like, yeah, I kind of know something about this, little this and that. Because again, you think about it, you ever watch like Aaron tour videos? He briefly touched on Looney Birds a lot. Like he briefly touched on Looney Birds. So it's like okay, this is a real show. Is this real? Is this fake? Whatever. Like who knows? So boom, 8:15 I send it. 8:36 he replies back like minutes after, which is surprising because I caught it on my phone first and then I went straight to my laptop. He said, Charles, are you a premium member? I'm going to start showing the old Live at Looney's TV shows. He put a show, like the S at the end of the show, so maybe it's more than one, on premium soon, Aaron. So, Aaron asked me if I was a premium member because he said he's going to start showing the old Live at Looney TV shows soon on premium. And so I emailed Aaron back and I said, no, I am not as currently, but I'll definitely look into it. Can't wait to see the footage. Yes, shows as in, yeah, in plural. He put them in plural, actually. Yeah. I don't know why he put them in plural, honestly, but, so this might be a real thing. This might be an actual real thing. But the down part about it is also sucks too. Despite the fact that I got to pay $65 in order to get the premium streaming service for Aaron, which also sucks. You know, I'm kind of a skeptical. Like, what if this isn't? I mean, he said he's gonna premium it soon on his premium channel, which sucks because it's $65. But the down part about it is I can't really show it to like, well, the live stream wise I can't show it because you know how Aaron is. Like if something gets linked, then it's like you're immediately banned from his premium service, and you can't like get all the exclusive access videos and stuff. So you're now a loser in his book for it. So if I post it like online, Aaron will come after me and like strike down my channel, and then he's gonna probably put two and two together, and then he's gonna start like immediately kick me off his list. Again, it's also stupid, but still. But that's literally $65. I'm just thinking of right now. So I'm still waiting on my options. Like, do I want to do it, or do I don't want to do it? Fuck that hammer. Yeah, exactly. That's what he did with me years back. At least he did that one time when I posted that footage of the Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I literally got a copyright from him because of it, even though it wasn't my video. But it came from someone else, and then boom, I get copyright for it. It was like I was okay though. I didn't really matter. It was like only in 90 days, and I was like, shit, let me not fuck around with this man again. She's like, fuck, I don't like Aaron, but it's like, let me not fuck around with him, because I know Aaron will take down my channel in a fucking heartbeat. But surprisingly, there's still one footage out there from one channel. So somebody please tell Xander is out there so he can text his father. I mean his pal Aaron about it. Actually, speaking with Xander, it's time for another best part of this. My source I got this from. Trust me, bro, because here we go. Our good friend Xander has made another documentation, and it's called Chuck E. Cheese's 50th Anniversary New Generation Error. Hister Error 1977 to 2007, 2027. I'm going to say 17. Written by Xander Atkins. Ah, Jesus Christ, here we go. This is going to be so amazing. Yay, more Xander Brainwatt. It's so amazing, Chad. I just love it. You guys are so excited about it. It's so great. You guys are going to love this one. This is my first time reading it, too, actually. But, yeah, this is my first time reading this as well. I mean, yeah, first time reading this as well. So, let's read it, chat. Let's read this one, chat. It says here, Chuck E. Cheese is turning 50 in 2027, and things are going to change for Chuck E. and his band. This new era is going to teach kids to stay away from modern tech such as phones. Oh, here we go, buddy. I just love it. Just love it when JT came back in here. Here we go, JT. You're the man I was looking for. It's time for more brain rot. You can stop me all you want, kid. You already know what time it is. Sorry, pal. Gotta read this one. It's a new one. You're gonna love it. Let me start from the beginning, because JT entered in here. Chuck E. Cheese's is turning 50 in 2027, and things are gonna change for Chucky and his band. This new era is gonna teach kids to stay away from modern techs such as phones, tablets, Sora AI, and social media due to brainwash and corruption. The band is also going to have new personalities in this new era as well. Kids need to be taught that they don't need any of this Wi-Fi technology to be entertaining. Families are more important to them, and they have everything they need to be entertained. Road trips, video games from the 70s to the 2000s. Kids movies on VHS and DVDs. Board games, table TVs with kid-friendly channels, music on cassettes, 8 tracks, vinyl records, and CDs. They can also use a computer to check mail, weather, research, do activities, and play games like they used to back in the 1990s instead of their tablets. Man, Xander's really on the road tonight. I'm actually loving this so far. Sorry. The point is this retro tech is the best and safest way to make 2030 a better decade. We need to do this for the children in all over America, including the ones with autism. We don't want to keep changing the future or make it better / worser. We love the future the way it is. It's also important to always love and praise God. Don't you dare go to the restroom, boy. Sit the restroom. No. Sit down and let me finish this conversation. No one's living under my watch. Now sit down. Anyway, where the heck I was at? Sorry. Anyway, where I was at, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes. He takes good care of us as parents. Take good care of their children. With the ventures tech the children can use, it makes a safe way for a kid that can be a kid. Another thing that needs to be taught is how God and Jesus will always be with us in our hearts. Hey, if any of you guys in here are atheists, I am so sorry. And we need to be what they want us to be: kind, generous, merciful, and a bunch of other fancy words I don't know. Jesus! But how's Chucky teaching us about the Bible in some intermissions and telling us Bible stories on stage too? Wait, I'm sorry, is this Veggie Tales or is this. Here's the band's new personality. Let's start off with Mr. Chuck E. Cheese himself. His instrument? Vocals. Chucky isn't a rock star anymore. He's now a hipster. He can do pop, 50s rock, funk, and hip hop in his own hip way. He's the leader of the gang, and so much more mature as Pasquale and Jasper. Hey! He's always teaching kids and his friends lessons and always finding solutions to every problem. He's an amazing dancer with some Michael Jackson moves. Hey, and loves playing with his friends in his spare time. His favorite pizza is cheese pizza, like how a mouse loves it. He also loves skateboarding and hanging out with his closest friend, Helen Henny. Okay, this is a slap in the face. In fact, Helen is more important to him, as he always trying to protect her as he can. It's sort of like a cool Avenger error, but in more of a different design. He wears a sweater inside of his t-shirt, wears shorts, cool shoes, and even his cap. He's back to his New Jersey accent like he did in 1977, and is kind, generous, and not very energetic as Rockstar Chucky. He doesn't wear C on his shirt anymore. His voice actor is Duncan Brandon. Wow, okay, that's amazing. Sorry, throat is crazy up tonight. Oh, brother. Next up is Helen Henny. Her instruments is the tambourine and the vocals. Helen is the youngest, most beautiful, kindest, sweetest, most adorable, and autistic member of the whole band. I'm dying over here, okay? She loves to help small animals, do art, dance ballet, and sing with her beautiful voice. Whether she tried to help a lost animal or someone in need to help, sometimes she gets in the worst pickle problem, like she can get stuck that she can't get out of. I'm sorry, let me just look at something real quick. Chucky and friends. I just want to see something real quick. Hold on a second. I just want to see something. 1 second, chat. Chucky and friends. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, where's those photos at? No, okay. Um, um, well, wait, hold on a second. I swear, yeah, there you are. Come hitter. Bitch, get on the damn screen. Hold on. Laptop. Workery. Oh my fucking god! I swear to God, this laptop is fucking. What is up with? Okay, no, hell, work with me. What are you doing? Okay, sorry. Today, why are you moving slow? Today, come on, today, come on, today, somebody cook this, today, today, hello, today, come on, oh my god, are you moving slow? Bitch, are you moving, oh, okay. Yeah, you moving slow ass fucking laptop. Oh my god, today, try again, thank you. Jesus Christ. I swear to God. I'm gonna throw this thing out the window. Okay, just understand there. Blah 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 blah. Ill ugly design. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I thought I seen this somewhere. But okay, anyway, back to the. Y'all thought it was over. Anyway, shut up, Dookie. Anyway, where were we? Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, there's Kitana, but she is a professional at taming them. What the mean taming? But she's anxious in phone basics such as big, high, small, spacious, the dark, scary stories, but most of all, her friends in bad, worse situations that they can't figure out because she extremely cares about them. Ugh. Like every hen, she's what they call a chicken. What? By always being scared, nervous, and shy like she is. But she can't help it as long as Chucky's there for her. She also really loves shiny things. That's why she loves sparkles. That sometimes distract her. She's also very gullible that she can really trust people so easily without even thinking. What the actual. Anyway, in her autism, oh lord. Number one, whether something's wrong or not right, it makes her feather tingle a bit. Number two, she has a sensitive hearing like other autistic people are, and sometimes it makes all her feathers shaggy. Number three, she always uses her imagination to find her happy place with unicorns, rainbows, and sparkles to use on her work of art. Number four, whether she's excited slash happy, she does a ballet. Oh, okay, she does the ballet. Number five, while she's a teenager, I don't know how old she is. While she's a teenager, she still has a fully personality of a young little girl. And number six, oh my god, when dramatic moments enter, she always faints. She can't live her life all alone, so Chucky's always take care of her and protect her as he can. In adventure, she can be napped it, oh lord, and have a terrible persona of trying getting out of it. So means she can't escape at all. It never would, so Chucky and his friends will have to rescue her. She's in love with Chucky. Oh wow. But is also nervous and shy to being honest in front of everyone, especially your own friends. She's a vegetarian that never eats meat. Her favorite meals are salad, small piece of plus with black olives and mushrooms with a small shake. Yeah, I literally thought that Helen was a vegetarian back in the day, so it makes a lot of sense. Okay, interesting. Her favorite music is easy listening to, classical pop, and anything that's have a catchy rhythm. She also loved to help the environment by recycling, and she also have her own garden to plant her own flowers and healthy food. Huh, that sounds so familiar to another character that I cannot put my finger on right now, but oh well, I think she doesn't exist in this damn fucking world. Hey, hey, hey!
Nobody leaves this classroom. No one. Stay in your fucking seats now. I am reading this essay. Come interrupting me.
Sorry. I'm just, sorry. Class. After I'm done reading, then everyone can leave. Okay. Just be patient now. Just be patient. Anyway, where was I? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, she wears sometimes a tiara on her head, making her like a princess of the band. Headless shirt with a rainbow on it, loose sleeves, skinny pants, and sparkly Crocs. Oh gosh, she got some fashion. Instead of pigtails, Tuxedo Cool Chuck Avenger in a ponytail, Rockstar, she has a really long blonde feather with a hair bow on her hair with a flower on one of the ends. Her voice actor is Alison? Yeah, Alison Stoner and Ariel Winter. I don't know who's doing the speaking and singing, but oh, okay. I don't know who these people are. We're moving on. Sorry. Excuse me. Mr. Munch. Instruments, keyboard, piano. Oh, okay. Munch may be a pizza-eating purple monster, but in the Rockstar era, he thinks he's from another planet. But in this new Hister era, he's still a DJ. He's not from his own planet in this era, but he now have a cool fashion in his new fashion music, hip hop, along with his other favorite, disco and classical. He's now more smarter than his rockstar self, but he can still get confused all the time. Instead of his scratchy monster voice that was an alien, he now has a cool, clear voice of his own style. He's also a professional breakdancer too. Oh god, a fat man doing breakdance. Let me stop. He's also mischievous that he can get himself or his friends into trouble. He likes to sneak up and get him a pizza or any food without anyone knowing. Sometimes he lies, wow, and cheats to get himself out of problems. And he also likes to play tricks on people and has his friends by scaring them since he's a monster and teases them. He loves to rap, oh that's nice, and do some cool mashups and a bunch of other great music on his keyboard. He also used it to read emails, search the web, search pictures, and even take CDs. His favorite meals is an extra large pizza with everything on it. In fact, he can eat anything whenever he feels like it. He can eat hot dogs, burgers, candies, cake, everything. Dookie's mom, I mean, everything. But he really prefers pizza as his most favorite. Munch wears his hoodie with a picture of a pizza, wearing long sleeve pants and sandals. He even has his capital M cap. His voice actor is Jonathan Langdon. Who are these voice actors? I Deshaun, I don't know who you're talking about. No one's mother. Who said who said who in this who said there that's disrespectful. That is totally disrespectful, class. Don't ever say that. Don't talk about people's mothers. That's horrible. Anyway, Jasper T. Giles. Instrument, electric, and bass guitar. Jasper is a loyal mouse best friend, which all dogs are. In this era, Jasper have all the smarts. He knows geometry, science, and how things work. He can even fix his own truck with no problems all the time. Sometimes he can act like a sarcastic jerk that he can't help it, like doesn't like Pescoli's jokes. I'm sorry, what? Sometimes he can still act like a sarcastic jerk. Oh, not jerks, jerk that he can't help. Doesn't like Pascal. Oh my god, my brain cells are dying from that sentence. Did anybody else get that? Anyway, but he's still kind of a helpful dog. He loves watching Western movies and shows. He even loves to imagine he's a cowboy. No shit, Sherlock, he is a fucking cowboy. He also loves to travel on foot, by car, by train. He goes everywhere around the world, no matter what transportation he uses. He's also extremely smart on geometry, thanks with his Wetzer song, I've been everywhere, man, I've been everywhere, man. And you know what? His favorite meal is pizza with dog biscuit and sausage toppings. What the hell type of shit did he eat? And he is also aware of the things going wrong during a play and always tells Chucky and his friends whether that's right or wrong. In his spare time, he loves practicing his bass guitar and loves the square dance. He even loves his favorite holiday, Opposite Day. Okay. He even wrote a song about it. Most of all in this era, he's also a great genius inventor. Oh, I didn't know Jasper invented things. He can invent anything to help and always fix it when it goes wrong. He even now have his own laboratory where he stores and makes his inventions. Okay, you know what? Not gonna lie, he did not ruin Jasper. His rockstar era costume states he does wear glasses. Okay. I guess I'm kind of mixed on that one, especially towards the end. But I guess nothing really changed on Jasper. That's for you guys to judge. Anyway, last but not least, Pasquale. Instruments, the drums. Pasquale is the oldest member of the band and the professional pizza cook and drummer. In the rockstar era, he's kind of dumb, in a weird way, but now he's smarter. He teaches kids to be good and nice to people in their neighborhood, to do many jobs such as firefighters, policemen, and mailmen. Even though he loves to do comedy as one of his most favorite hobbies, he knows it's important to be serious in the right time. He even speaks Italian, French, and English. He has an imaginary pet, a jar of them they feel. Whether someone is feeling blue about a holiday being gone, Pasquale always invents a special holiday that he knows it doesn't exist. But it's better to make things up with imaginative play. His favorite meal is breaded pizza. He feels like making and eating. He loves polka and even the music his friends love as he thinks that they're very catchy. He wears the same costume from Cool Adventure and Rockstar era. He always keep it away. He'll keep it this way. Ah, my brain. Um, his voice actors are Earl Fisher and Bob Ress. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Xander's documentation. Class is now dismissed. JT, you can go to the restroom now. You like to, buddy. Class is now dismissed for that. Well, I don't know about you, but that was a horrible ass documentation that I actually love and really enjoy. Really hate reading. Hopefully we don't see no more Xander's stupidityness and stuff. Hopefully. But well, class, just for that, just want to let you all know. Um, just want to let you all know that you will be having a pop quiz on all of Xander's 3 fan fiction stuff with the movie plot, with the Rockefeller's 50th anniversary, now with the Chuck E. Cheese one. So you all will have a pop quiz on that. Make sure you have your number 2 pencils, and yeah, because it's a lot to cover.
I think for me, it's been pretty important to do shows like, Sesame Street.
I'm not going back to school. My God, I ain't having this school day at night. But Cheddar, you also have a pop quiz as well. But Cheddar, you also need a pop quiz on the 2.0 essay. So you gotta definitely come back to school for that one, my friend. Even though you'll make an A plus on that, but I mean I'll get you the answers. But don't tell the other class. I'm giving you the answers. Cause everybody else is gonna fail. Like that Deshaun guy. Yeah, he's gonna suck. But I'm gonna get you the answers. Don't worry. Just say that you study, even though you did study. But make sure you study. Okay, that's all. Okay. So. Hopefully that is the last thing. No, this is not public. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you accusing me of something I just said? You mean Jasper gay? Okay, yeah, me and you are gonna have a really serious talk about this later on. Cause you're making a lot of assumptions right now. Oh yeah? If you heard what I said, then repeat what I just said. It's all in your imagination, boys and girls. That's the spirit. That's good. That's good. Alright. So, thankfully we got Brainwater out the way. Let's play this interesting clip here I just came across actually. This is the times when the Muppets and Sesame Street actually reference each other. Pretty cool, and I think guys will really love it. Oh, look at that, it's Kermit and Piggy. So this is just because when the Muppets represented Sesame Street, and when Sesame Street represented the Muppets.
Important to do shows like, Sesame Street. It's good to know that we've had an influence on children, and we try to do a lot for the environment, the environment. And you're not interested in this at all, are you? Nope, couldn't care less. Maybe it's a bow tie, Waka waka.
I don't know if I cut that reference with the one from the Muppet movie. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me just run this one back. Oh, look at that. It's Big Bear. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that picture of Big Bear right there. How the hell Disney pull that little... Anyway. Yes, we're done with Xander.
Hold on a minute, Big Bird. Come in. And oink here, and oink there, and... you remind me of somebody. I just can't figure out who.
I was a day years old when I found out that they actually pulled this little Diddy car right here. That's pretty creative. It's a good movie, by the way.
Gee, that's disappointing.
Let's see, Fuzzy or, how about Wuzzy? Ooh, Fozzie.
Those are terrible names for a bear. Miss Piggy, how are we going to explain this to Big Bird?
Sesame Street is in production on its 44th season.
Oh, sweet. That is such a cute show.
They're like puppets.
Pigs in space.
Today's show was brought to you by the letter Friday. Show Friday with more precipitation Saturday morning.
It's wonderful. I, of course, am an adult and don't watch puppets. But I do think that it's a very cute thing to do. As a matter of fact, you're on that little kiddie show, Sesame Street, aren't you?
Of course I do.
Yes, I think that's darling.
Ernie and myself and some of our other Sesame Street pals and also about the Muppets are going to be. Yeah, I think the Muppets are going to be there. Very excited to see the Muppets. Something called a Fraggle. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Kermit, what was that? You even trying to compete? We're on Drop the Mic, not Sesame Street.
Well,
Oh, look, Dr. T.
am I upstairs? Oh, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Hi-yo, Kermit the Frog
Oh, I got a picture of Piggy right there.
Never happened on Sesame Street. A wonderful ranking. Well, I might be able to get you a job on an educational show for kids.
As one of Elmo's friends once said, it's not that easy being green.
And green can be big, like an ocean.
I want to talk about this scene right here, actually. So, for those who have seen the 2015 version, the 2015 Muppet TV sitcom, they actually pulled props to the team, by the way. So, you hear Steve Whitmire, Kermit singing Side Daisy being green, but you're also hearing Jim's Kermit from like 1970 recording of Not Easy Being Green. Reminder, Disney owns rights to that song too, by the way, so just saying.
Are important, like a mountain, or tall like a shadow.
Challenging, man.
Yeah. Hi, child's a word. River Ziggy.
You know Rainbow Connection?
They don't make them good anymore. They were slick. Yeah, exactly. And the fact, like, they actually put those, like, reruns and stuff, too, that was back in the day. But, you know what else the Muppets were slick on? Having their actual stuff. It just came from a recognition out of the blue. And it's called When the Muppets and Sesame Street Reference Each Other. I'll share the video, actually, on my community page so you can watch it, actually. I know it's kind of hard to see it on here. but it's called from the Muppet Hub. So you just gotta go to the Muppet Hub and look at this person's name. Look at this person's name, the Muppet Hub, and you know it's right there. It's right there, my friends. It was a mess. It actually was. It was a messy show. But since you're on here, Cheddar, show this to the stream the other night, and you'll be surprised by this too. Even though the Muppets, yes, they weren't slick about the. I mean, they weren't slick about the Dr. Cheek thing, but the Muppets actually had their own Muppet sex, I want to say. And I mean, I know the Muppet Show characters, they pull a lot of references of like Muppet sex, and I'm not talking about the Muppet Show, but there's this fail Muppet sitcom thing on SML um, during the first season called Atlanta Gorge. You might have heard of it, and that's where surprisingly Muppet sex became a thing. So actually, let me go and find the Land Gorge. And you might have came across the video, might have not, but look at this. Muppets, it was supposed to be called Muppets Gone Wild, but the title got changed over. You know how YouTubers are, they put in one title and everything else. The title was like Muppets Gone Wild. I forgot what the original title was, the video was called. But Jim Henson's Doom, SML Gamble. Yes, the mocking puppets. Yeah, exactly. But Muppets Gone Bad. You know how YouTubers are, they change the title for something and stuff to get more attention.
NBC Saturday Night. One of Jim Henson's most important creative failures started on Saturday night. With Jim Henson's Muppets. What was the Sesame Street guy who had become famous for creatures like Kermit and Cookie Monster doing on a late night sketch comedy show for adults? With eccentric characters that openly talked about sex, drugs, and whatever this is. Why don't you go out and milk the corn? Again? Turns out the SNL writers asked the same question and quickly decided that Henson and his creatures didn't belong. You know, that's show business. But this failure ended up being a game changer for Jim Henson, inspiring him to build one of the most beloved fantasy worlds ever put on film. Before becoming a cultural icon, Jim Henson was an experimental artist, desperate to be taken seriously, and constantly searching for new ways to tell stories. But when he began to explore the art of puppetry, everything changed.
What's a puppet? Oh, you know what a puppet is. You're a puppet. Ralph is one of my puppets, which I call the Muppets.
This discovery opened the entertainment world to Henson. Soon the Muppets were everywhere, from TV commercials to variety show appearances.
Come on. Is that you, Ralph?
This growing visibility helped Jim and his partner Jane establish a base in New York, where their work caught the attention of producers developing a bold new children's show called Sesame Street. Impressed with Henson's vision, they invited him and his team to help shape the series from the ground up.
They felt so strongly about Jim Henson that they said if we can't get Jim Henson, we will not use puppets at all.
Sesame Street was an instant hit, but the success came with a cost. The bigger Jim and the Muppets became, the more they were labeled as just children's entertainment.
It's sort of interesting. When we're doing Sesame Street, kids come into the studio and they'll see Frank and I working Ernie and Bert. We'll just have the puppets right here on our hand, and the kid comes right up and talks to Ernie. You know, the illusion doesn't seem to be broken at all. Right. And I get more sort of resistance to this idea from adults.
And as Sesame Street's popularity increased, it became increasingly clear that a shakeup was required if he ever hoped to reach anyone beyond nap time. Henson needed something unexpected.
What I want, Angel Buns, is not on the menu.
Something shocking. Something for a late-night audience that was ready for a different kind of TV revolution.
Business, sports, or personal?
My bad, sorry.
And as luck would have it, this exact opportunity was about to arrive. Because in 1975, Saturday Night Television was about to change forever.
Beginning on October the 11th, Saturday night, we'll open up a whole new live venture from New York City, from Studio 8H here at Rockefeller Center.
Jim Henson and the team behind Saturday Night Live couldn't have been further apart. Henson was a sophisticated family man, widely known but as a children's entertainer.
You out there in TV land, everybody watch!
SNL, on the other hand, was a ravenous group of late-night upstart comedians who prided themselves on being bold, unpredictable, and unafraid of taking on all aspects of pop culture.
Well, I guess if they're gonna legalize it, might as well learn how
Though little did each side know that they actually needed each other. While Henson was on the lookout for opportunities with an older, more edgy audience, SNL boss Lorne Michaels was in desperate need for something just a little bit safer. NBC network executives were growing increasingly fearful of the combination of outrageous comedians on live TV and demanded that they add something to soften the program up.
What should we look for on your program? Anxiety.
It just so happened that both men shared the same manager who would bring their worlds together. Henson absolutely loved the concept of Saturday Night Live and wanted in. He envisioned a grotesque puppet soap opera about horny, drunk, power-hungry lizard creatures, all set in the fantastical land of Gorch.
Come with us now, from the bubbling tar pits to the sulphurous wasteland, from the rotting forest to the stagnant mudflats, to the land of Gorch.
And shockingly, Lorne loved the idea and saw it as a creative experiment worth trying. NBC, meanwhile, was thrilled. To them, the Muppets were the perfect counterbalance to SNL's chaos, and the segment became a non-negotiable must-have. But while Jim Henson was overjoyed with the opportunity, and Lorne Michaels was relieved by the slightest bit of insulation that Gorch would bring, Saturday Night Live's writers and performers weren't so pumped.
Some people are never satisfied.
Their vision of a late-night comedy revolution didn't exactly include felt puppets. And behind the scenes, they made it known loud and clear there just wasn't enough room for both the Muppets and SNL on the same channel.
The Muppets, Jim Henson has a whole new group of Muppets, which are adult Muppets and who can stay up late.
Even before the first episode aired, it was pretty clear that Jim Henson's adult Muppets had a tough road ahead. Sure, they looked amazing, unlike anything Henson's team had ever built. These weren't sweet, colorful, or cuddly. They were grotesque, monstrous, and muted. Even at a glance, it was clear that these weren't your standard Muppets.
It's difficult for a woman in my position to have my name linked romantically with a puppet.
Say,
The problem wasn't how they looked, or even how they acted.
Go to bed.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're still drunk.
You're still ugly.
The real problem was who was behind all of what was being said. Well, Jim Henson had come up with the overall concept behind the land of Gorch, and he and his team performed everything. Writers Guild regulations meant that only official SNL writers could write the scripts.
That stuff there rots your brain. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, what?
The thing was, the official SNL writers absolutely hated Henson's segment, feeling that it was too childish and took precious airtime away from their own unique ideas.
I'm a little too big to work with felt anymore, Scred.
It wasn't long before the group were drawing straws and assigning the segment out as a penalty. To them, these horny, drunk, power-hungry lizard creatures weren't edgy. They were embarrassing. And to make matters worse, the audience also didn't know how to react to this group of adult Muppets behaving in very un-Muppet ways.
How come nobody ever tells us Muppets Muppets anything. Well, we're through now. We're tired of being second-class citizens here.
All scratch now.
Give me that all scratch stuff.
By episode 6, the tension behind the scenes had reached a breaking point. NBC executives were quietly panicking, and even Lorne Michaels, who was just trying to keep his live show on the rails, had to face the harsh reality. Jim Henson's segment just wasn't working.
One day you're on top of the world, next day you're inside a trunk.
But at Henson's lowest creative moment, a new idea was already forming. While toiling away with a rotating crew of disinterested writers on the land of Gorge, Jim had also been cobbling together a concept for a different kind of Muppet project. One that could reach both kids and adults.
What do you think of pigs on bikes? I never had like road hogs.
It would be a variety show made up of sketches, musical numbers, and celebrity guests. Most importantly, though, this cast would be made up of a group of all Muppet regulars. And the creative direction? For this Muppet show, Jim Henson would finally be able to take the wheel and prove once and for all that you can write for felt.
How do you do that? That is so scary.
That is perhaps the epitome of the actor's craft. You see, it takes tremendous concentration, years of physical and emotional training, and enormous mental exertion. Do you understand?
Oh, sure.
And that mucking Muppets can be hilarious.
There's one thing I've always wanted to ask you. But it's a little late now.
But only when guided by someone with an open mind and a little less seriousness.
What do frogs do when they're not frogging? When do they have any hobbies or any
No.
sports or anything like that?
No. Sit there. That's what frogs do. Everybody knows that.
I'm sitting here talking to a dumb frog.
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry.
Henson and his team couldn't believe it. Their own Muppet show had been greenlit with a guarantee of 24 half-hour episodes. There were just two big problems. First, the Muppet show would be filmed entirely in England, forcing Henson to uproot his whole operation and rebuild it overseas.
Well, Kermit's function on the show is very much like my own, in that he's trying to hold together this group of crazies.
That second problem? Saturday Night Live was still only 2/3 of the way through its first season, which meant that Henson and his puppeteers had to bounce between New York and the UK in order to fulfill both obligations. Jim, though, took this as an opportunity to learn what he could about the production side of SNL that he could later apply to his own show. Things like getting from script to screen in 7 days, and the hyper level of energy that needed to ooze out of each and every performance were elements that Henson made sure to note. For his part, Lorne Michaels was more than happy to grant Jim Henson and his Muppets their release at the end of SNL's first season. By this point, the show was already considered appointment television for young adults, so cutting the segment was an easy call.
I'm sorry, boys.
What?
Miss Scred?
Well,
You're not on this week. I'm sorry.
we worked this show.
Yeah, I know, but I guess you didn't get the call.
When word spread that the Land of Gorge had been axed, the SNL writers did what they did best and made it all part of the joke.
Our Land of Gorge is gone forever.
Yeah, they burned our scenery.
For the final 6 episodes, Jim Henson's Muppets were either begging to be rehired,
I don't always have to be a Muppet, you know.
being packed away for storage,
You're a puppet. You don't breathe, you're not alive.
What?
No, I don't want to talk about it. Just get down.
or just missing in action entirely.
The Muppets could not be here tonight because of technical complications, but they will be back soon.
It might have been strange for the audience, but Henson didn't mind in the slightest. Throughout these final episodes, his mind was already across the pond, brainstorming new and wild ideas involving Swedish chefs, pigs in outer space, and his soon-to-be classic cast of characters.
You know, I've been reading about your new show, The Muppet Show.
Oh, yeah, they won't let us work on that. No, it's family entertainment.
And while the Land of Gorge was quickly buried, never to be seen again, Henson held on to its core idea, a fantasy world populated by Muppets. If anything, his time at SNL had proved one important lesson. If he wanted to create true adult fantasy, he'd need to build his own world entirely from scratch. It would take time to develop, but within a few years, he had his most ambitious, most bizarre, and most dangerous project yet. The Dark Crystal would push Jim Henson to his absolute limits. But if this was something he could survive, maybe, just maybe, he'd end up with something truly timeless. This is only the beginning for Jim Henson. Check out part 2 to see how his brand of adult world building gets turned upside down in the Dark Crystal. Unless I'm still working on that one. Maybe check out one of my favorite videos while you wait.
0 calories and made with elite.
Wow, that was an interesting video. But you're right. SML think that they took the idea to the UK and it worked. Yep. The Land of Gorse walked so that the Dark Crystal can run. Yes, the Land of Gorse did play a huge role in the Dark Crystal development. Yep. Surely did. The Land of Gorse walked and failed, and the Dark Crystal, which also failed in the theaters and was very critical among... Turn around. Even though the Dark Crystal was very mixed as well among audience back in the 80s, it is now a cult classic in many homes. So yeah, a lot of people don't know that the Land of Gorge was a failed project for so much humorness and stuff. It actually did inspire the Dark Crystal in so many ways, or the fantasy world, such as that in Labyrinth as well, since Jim wanted to, create his own fantasy world. Amazing how some of these inspirations just come alive. But I guess that's we can conclude a wrap here for tonight. Thank you all so much for Thank y'all so much for joining in tonight. It was another great fun Tuesday night stream. It's pretty good. This was really good stream. Hope you guys enjoy your guys' selves. So just an announcement. I learned something new tonight. That's cool, I suppose. It's better than the brain rot. So I mean, it's anything better than the brain rot. So I can guarantee you that. But you learn something new every day. So for a few little updates, I am almost finished editing the Cursed CC Canadian Chronicles. I guess I'm saying that right. So just a heads up, as soon as I finish this last part of editing for the video, since I finished that last part of editing the video, and due to how much of this video is, you guys will get the last exclusive sneak peek, which I think it'd be like an hour, if I'm not mistaken. The whole video at least will be like an hour. You guys will get your last final exclusive sneak peek from beginning to end. Other than that, you'll just wait for the video to drop, because it's kind of more to be discussed. I'm really debating if I want to address the little rumors. I mean, I'm going to anyway. That, and then I also have a section where I just really talk about my whole thoughts of the legacy stores, which will include like the controversies involving Mark. Then also talk about the modern day Chuck E. Cheese and like get back to the whole plot of it. So yeah, the process is still going steady. I'm just figuring out some ideas. Cause I don't want to just evolve into every fucking thing and then like losing, like, oh hey, we're losing the plot, like Adventure World, all that other shit. Like I was so close to saying that, but it's just like, yeah, let me just you know, you guys see the final final progress after the Canadian Chronicle is finished, and then after that, you know, I'm gonna just wait till the release date, and then I'm gonna announce the release date. That's when the whole full video should be finished. So after I finish the Chronicles and have that little sneak peek finish up and stuff, and update the timestamps, you guys will see it on the next stream whenever that will be, and yeah, you guys will see it from there, and that'll be the last thing I'll see before the final video. All the other stuff is already out and everything, so definitely stay tuned for that. Also, as well, with November being a few days away, I want to let you guys know, your boy took some vacation time off. Finally got vacation time improved because, as some of you guys may or may not know, but my 24th birthday is coming up November 14th. Again, you can mark that on your calendar, November 14th. That's, you know, my birthday and everything. I'll make an announcement Saturday. I'll make the announcement Saturday because I know a lot of people don't watch the replays. But this is important to note. Yes, this is mine. Yeah. Yes. I will be out of town. I will be out of town. Well, actually, I'll be in Metairie at my mom's house during those times. I will do a vlog. I will be vlogging. Probably on a weekday. When the other two are like in school or whatever. But I will be vlogging on the weekday. And I'm hoping that I do get a chance to visit the Metairie store, film there, and also check out the Toys R Us in the mall area as well. So I will be doing my vlog over there, filming and stuff. So I'm not gonna say the exact dates yet, but I just want to let you guys know that in November I will not be doing any like live streams. So you will not see like a random weekday stream. You will not see a Saturday Night Live. You won't see none of those streams until I get back like home, you know, and stuff. Because usually if I'm over there, it's kind of chaotic and stuff just go down, and it's not really like too quiet and everything. So I just want to let you guys know that we'll not be streaming and stuff. Yes, there'll be no streams until the vacay is over. I'd rather have this little vacation time to myself. And you know, I just want to surprise y'all with these new vids that I'm trying to do, and of course filming and everything. So yes, that's the plan. I don't know if I may or may not go live Saturday. I don't know yet, but I may not or may not go live Saturday. I don't know. Like I said, Saturday I'll have everything out so you guys can like really understand and stuff. So like I said, I'll have more details out on a Saturday for it. Like I said, I will be blogging. I will try to do a blog. I'm gonna try to do a blog on a weekday. Go out to Metairie, check out their store for the first time. Not for the first time, but for the first time for the video, because I haven't been to Metairie in such a long time. And then also I will try to go down to the mall and check out the Toys R Us, you know, especially for the holiday season. So that's literally my plan and stuff. And then my mom says she wants to do something special, like let's eat out, whatever, and stuff. And I'm also working around on like, you know, seeing like various family members and stuff while I'm like out there, you know. So yeah. Well, you're a kid? Oh, okay, hold on. I thought he was a teenager, but okay, we can say kid too. Well, so so I figure, you know what? I figure we all just need this little breather, and for me to like, instead of you guys hearing all the chaos that's going on in the background and everything else and stuff, figure we just have that moment to like, hey, let's take a step back real quick. You know what I mean? Right, it's almost the same thing, yeah. So I get what you mean. So yeah, like I said, I'll have more details out on the Saturday. I was waiting for the right time to post it because like I didn't want to say nothing until like the vacation time did get improved. Because like I don't want to say it, and like if I told you guys beforehand, like say, hey, taking a vacation, this and that, but then like it didn't get improved, then I gotta come back on here and be like, okay, so it turns out my stuff didn't get improved. So I was really kind of keeping quiet. Um, I was really keeping quiet about that and playing out the cards. Thankfully, my manager told me this morning she was going to approve it this morning. And I was in the office and she went ahead and approved the time. So I have some few days off, a few days relaxed from work, get ready for all that work in this because, I really don't, things reconnected. I don't really take a lot of vacation time off, but, since it's like, hey, it's my birthday and can't really do Thanksgiving because we're going to be busy and they don't really request people off. I mean, they take off people's requests for Thanksgiving. And it's like, you know what? I kind of need this time. I've been working, you know, a lot and figure have this time to just, just time to myself and just, enjoy this special day. Not special day, but enjoy, it is. November 14th, like I said, November 14th, I will post about it on Saturday as well for those who want to remind. So again, you guys can mark it on your calendars, November 14th. I know I made a post weeks back, something like that. I made like a few days back. I made a post about it. The one with Faith in the picture. So, so yeah. Like I said, I will be blogging. I will be trying to blog on the weekday. I'm gonna try to do a blog on one of the weekdays. Maybe not Friday. Maybe Friday I was just gonna like take it easy and everything because the mom said they want to like go eat out and stuff. So I might get a haircut next week though. I'm not gonna lie with you. I didn't get a haircut during my last paycheck because like I didn't really want to bother it. But if I feel like I don't know when I'm gonna get a haircut, but I'm gonna get a haircut. So like whenever I do like my next vlog, y'all gonna see like my new haircut and whatever and stuff. But I've been letting this grow out lately. See, look at that. Yeah, I don't see that same spot anymore. See that? Y'all don't see the spot no more and stuff. So I just let this bad boy grow actually. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out because I'm leaving out Saturday. That's the thing. I'm leaving out Saturday, so I'm thinking I might just get it cut Saturday before I leave out. Um, Instead of doing like a regular Thursday. And maybe you guys are lucky enough, I'll probably do like one more live stream on the next Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. If you guys are lucky enough and not, then oh well. It it does. It actually does. I kind of let this bad boy grow. I was like, next paycheck, like the previous one, I'm like, I'm gonna get this thing cut. But then I started looking. Oh, what's that? Dang, like the mosquitoes. Okay, sorry. I was making a loud noise. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait it out because I was talking about the vacation time. I was like, look, I kind of really want to look good. Your boy gotta look fresh and everything. And then, like, my hair grows back in about 2 weeks. So I was like, if I get this cut now, it's gonna grow back by the time like my birthday hits, and by the time I go on vacation, it's literally gonna grow back. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till next check until like figure out some dates and cut it because I'm actually planning on going Saturday. Like I said, I'm leaving out Saturday, so I gotta make sure that looking right and stuff. And plus, Faith been really helping me out with my hair a lot. She been like moisturizing my hair, putting like some grease in, so that's also helps a lot too. So I'm gonna try to talk to her see if she can do that one more time whenever, before I like leave out. Probably either this week or so, because I was heard I do like once a week, so it kind of like helps out with the hair too. So did she recommend, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So, like I said, Saturday I'll post about it, and I'll post Saturday, when you guys, when you guys are notified when I won't be going live. Maybe I won't go live for that whole other half of it or so, but I just want to let you guys be informed of this, in case you guys are wondering, hey, he ain't doing a live stream, whatever, blah, 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 isn't that, because I know you guys won't really see content for November. At least to my knowledge, there won't be any content for November. Alright. So I'm doing great rating, bro. So yeah. But other than that, it is time to end the stream. It is time to end it. But before we go, it's been a minute since we played this lovely gym here. Actually, what content am I planning to post next month? Honestly, I don't have any plans to post any content. I'm gonna answer this last one for you. So I don't have any plans to post like any content as of next month. All I can really do for next month is I can look through Ethan's old videos and stuff. That's probably what you guys are gonna get. But then again, I have to like really look through those videos. So probably when I'm on like my little vacation, I'll probably have those out. Either or. But my next plan is to get this next vlog out the way first. Is to get the vlog out the way first, and then we do the Ethan's videos and Dominic's videos. I think Ethan got more videos that I gotta look through. I just never had a chance to really look through all of them. As talked about lately. But my plan is to do this vlog first. Or maybe do the vlog do the vlog first. Because that's being like in November and stuff. But when it be out is, I really don't know. Because I'm always tied up with everything else. But because usually I do post ahead. And I tell you guys like the schedules and stuff. So if want to say maybe by the time I get back, you'll probably see some new content. If I'm still editing the vlog, then you'll probably see stuff like that on the channel. I don't know how many videos Ethan got, so I gotta look through those again too. But definitely be on the lookout. If I don't post anything next month, then that means you probably won't get anything next month. But at the same time, I don't like to keep you guys high and dry and stuff, you know what I mean? So definitely stay tuned. And I don't have like a set date for everything yet because I had to go through his videos and Don's videos to look at like, what can be put on and what cannot be put on. But thanks for the question, actually. But as far as I know, a new blog is definitely coming soon. So whenever I do go and everything out there, and I gotta take like a nice weekday, I definitely will film like at the Memory Store, check out the trampoline, their Adventure Zone, and also go check out the mall, or maybe go check out the mall. I don't know yet. I really don't know what I'm gonna do yet in Metairie, but I've been knowing I want to go check out the mall because they got Toys R Us and just film there too as well. But at the same time, anything is possible. So just stay tuned for the next vlog, and hopefully, as talked about, this could be a nice little solo like day in the life vlog or something. Like a little day in the life vlog or something. I don't know. Anything's possible on the table as of right now. So hopefully I do some vlogging and stuff. Okay, besides that, it's time to wrap up the stream. It's time to wrap up the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before we go, it's probably the last time we'll hear this before we take our little breaky. Let's play our number one good night song.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go, baby. I hate to leave you, but I really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night. Bye, baby. sweetheart, good night.
Oh, speaking of history, there was a time when there was no Looney Birds. Kids hummed quietly to themselves while sitting patiently waiting for dinner to end. But no longer do they have to suffer the slings and arrows of a macaroni dinner.
I love you so. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
I gotta go.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
No, really, I gotta go.
We hate to leave you, but we really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night.
It's an absolute classic every time, and you know we gotta play more Rock Fire tracks in it. All right, kiddos, it's time to end it off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, we may or may not see you Thursday. Well, shit, we will see you Thursday. See you all Thursday night for Constant Cheese, or Thursday night stream with Constant Cheese, where we have some more fun. Hopefully, talk about Invincible and all other stuff too. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and be good in school. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.